Welcome, everyone, to Deutsch L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the UMass Minutemen, squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. UMass will kick off and will be underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Gadecki. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. A first down for the offense. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Getting some heat. Safe completion on the screen. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Run in the red zone. It's Davis. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Just feeds the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The snap sets up the throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
That keeps the score. Bowling Green, 7.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
At the 35, he's loose. Flying down the left side. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Falcons! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, what a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just about 14 13-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his man. It's Poole. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Quarterback on the sneak. Picks up one. First down for the offense.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking deep down the right side. He makes a grab.
I love it. The offense being aggressive. They're taking a shot. Good job by the QB getting a lot of air under that ball. And how about the receiver and his ability to track it?
UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. He wants it all. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop.
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, UMass. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Toss sweep to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Power football with the run. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Falcons have enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Finds his back in the middle. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, BG! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The UMass offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the 1st. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
And now the hit knocks it loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's caught inside the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Second down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because
and he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I gotta protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Ali. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Falcons have this offense rolling. They'll try to get outside. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back, finding his crease.
Running it to the right. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bowling Green. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
On the ground, it's Poole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Westbrook. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Number 13, on to London. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Looking for the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to throw on second down. Shoots it to the left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Movement here from the tight end. Give to the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
At the 6-yard line. Third down coming up.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving.
Touchdown Falcons! And the pummeling has started. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious, he's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Third down play from the gun. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Going up top on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moving away from pressure. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They'll try the run. Keeps the legs moving. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Now, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll go right back to him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll ride Davis here. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Paul.